Hi, and welcome again to another A Plus Figures review. I'm doing another Enterbay figure, and I just want to do a little thing before I get into this figure. I want to talk about Enterbay versus Hot Toys. And I've collected both for a while. I've kind of dumped Enterbay at times. I've dumped Hot Toys at times. Right now, I'm kind of been on an Enterbay kick because I like sports figures more than I like movies and things like that. Doesn't say I don't have any Hot Toys. I don't have but I don't have as many as I used to. I used to have 25, 30, where now I have 10. And I just got bored of them. I got sick of them. And I think part of my personality. I got like the ADD, right? It's like what's going on? I don't know. Like, ask me a second. No, I know what's going on. Then And I don't lose my attention. Look, there's a bird. That's the kind of the guy I am. But anyways, back to this. Is that lately I've really been into Enterbay. And Enterbay has given me some headaches. Trust me, I've had a Kobe Bryant figure that broke. All I did was pose it. And when I got my LeBron James, I reposed him to cover LeBron on defense. And arm snapped off. Or popped out. I shouldn't say snapped. It popped out. I had to put it back in and fix it. But I tried to contact Enterbay and say, look, I've had this figure for a few months. Just all I did wrong was move it to readjust, and boom, can you do something? No, And then I've had some Jack Bauer figures with a little ankle thing peg snaps. It drives me crazy. So happened recently. So that's why I had to get the 4-1 body over just a regular Enterbay body. So. It's actually a better body. It's a real masterpiece body, but the one that they come with for Jack Bauer stinks. So it is what it is. Hot Toys, on the other hand, I haven't had those issues as much as I have more problems with the accessories, things in accessories breaking and things like that. But quality control, I would say you have to lean towards Hot Toys there. As for Hot Toys, though, it's like they make every edition of Captain America known to man, and if you decide you want a different one, yours actually loses value because they have a new one coming up, and everybody has to have the new one. So if it's not, new, it's not good mentality. So they just overproduce a few characters, and it makes it hard for collectors to make up their mind what they want. And so I've met guys that have 12 different Captain Americas, and they're going to get every last one. I'm like, dude, chill out. It's just, But that's just the way it is. Or to have every Iron Man known to man. I've seen pictures of guys with like 30 Iron Mans. Like, Yahoo for you. Get any chicks lately, Or you're living in your parents' basement with footy pajamas and stuff like that. So, no, all kidding aside, I do like both. I do think that each have their strengths and weaknesses. When it comes to limited edition, I would lean towards Hot Toys because Enterbay just keeps on making the same figures over and over, so they cease to be more of a collectible, and they actually become just something you got to have that's worth a certain amount. It becomes an item, but not a collectible, as in they're hard to get, or for the serious collector, it's fun to find something that nobody else can find and things like that. But they just keep making some of these things. Now, some things, I've been lucky to get through them. Jack Bauer figure's been hard to get, but it's not impossible. And the Jeremy Lin it's been hard to get, but not impossible. I haven't been able to get those, but overall, I would say if I were to pick one company versus the other, I'd probably say Hot Toys is probably better. However, Enterbay could be better. I think Enterbay has better head sculpts, but when it comes to the actual real masterpiece bodies versus the true type, I'd probably have to lean towards the true type. But I think both have their strengths and weaknesses. But because I'm a sports collector, I would have to lean towards, the basketball player. So anyways, I'm done with that. So let's get on to this guy, Blake Griffin. He is a good figure. I really like him. I had to learn some things about him. I like him as a person more and more as I learn some things. Let me just give you a little background, his bio. Born on March 16th, 1989. He was a 5-time All-Star, 2011 through 15. 3-time All-NBA second team, and then he made the third team this last year, NBA Rookie of the Year. Even though he was the first pick of the 2009 and 10 draft, he actually didn't get to be Rookie of the Year to 2010-11 because he shattered his kneecap and didn't play his whole rookie year. So he won a slam dunk contest his rookie year, National College Player of the Year, consensus first team All-America, and Big 12 Player of the Year. He grew up in a Christian home. His dad was a pastor and his basketball coach, and he has claimed to have strong faith. I know there's been something recently about his character, but if you look at his character overall, he's strong in his faith, which I think is good. Do I think he is going to be a Hall of Fame player? I don't know. That's yet to be seen, but he's a decent player. He's better than average. Let me just go through the numbers. His rookie year averaged 22.5 points. Yeah, he's averaged a double-double his first 2 seasons. In the last 4, he hasn't. Just shy this last year, he had 9.7 rebounds and 21 points. But, he's a solid player. He's had some help with Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan, and now they brought some more players in. Wasn't that guy from the Celtics, Paul? Whatever his name is, one of the big 3, the Paul guy. So he's on there, and so they have a good chance. I don't think they have to make it to be a finals team, but anyways, I do like him. Let's start with the head sculpt. There is his regular head sculpt, and let me just focus that for you. Very nice. I think they've done a very good job on the head sculpt. Okay, and that's just his regular active head sculpt, and he comes with 2. He doesn't come with any trophies because he never won an MVP or he's never won a final, so it's just a figure, so not a lot of accessories. And the reason why I ended up getting it was Clark's Toys had a Father's Day sale, and it was already on sale, so I paid like $160, and it was at my house for all that, so not a bad price. And anyways, here's his other face though, which might say, wow, is this the, for those who don't believe in, for those who believe in evolution, this might be proof of that, but actually, if you look, and I don't believe in evolution, I'm not trying to sound sarcastic, but if you look at his action poses, that's indeed what his face looks like. It's really odd, and I know he's been talked to about that, but it is sort of funny, but it is odd, but it is him. And it is nice. Now, so out of his face, I'd give him 5 out of 5, okay? Background, I'd give him a 5 out of 5, too, He's a good player. I will say this, when it comes to necessity of making a guy of this caliber, I would have thought other guys could have been picked, so I'd give that a 3 out of 5, but, I guess you can't all be beggars, can't be choosers. As for the jersey, it's nice, fits well, the pants, the legs. I like this. I've actually stood on, I'm going to do this in a later video, I'm going to actually stand all my figures next to each other. When it comes to height comparison, this guy here is 6'10", where others are shorter. Michael Jordan is 6'6", LeBron 6'8", Scottie Pippen 6'7", Jeremy Lin 6'3", Allen is Iverson is 6 foot, and you stand up to each other, they would compare exactly what they would be next to each other if they were the real scale. So they did get that, and they did get his frame right and everything like that. So Enterbay has paid attention to that. As for the shoes, they just don't have the Nike swish, but I have a guy that I haven't done it for him yet. I've done it for others, but I haven't got a guy who can make that customized if I so desire. Here, he doesn't actually. I think he wears Jordans, not Nike swish. But anyways, very solid player. Not the most exciting figure. Clippers. But it's not a terrible figure. I would say that. If you're a fan, get him. But if you're just looking to get a couple, you're like, I'm not a huge fan. Would he be top of my list? Not necessarily, but he would be up there. I would challenge you to look at some of these. I am going to be really careful. This one, I'm just going to move his arm for you and kind of watch, or listen at least. I don't know if I can watch it, but actually, I don't know if you can hear that, but gotta be really careful with that. This one I've worked it a little bit, but I'm really careful, really concerned about these arms snapping. And I want to show you one other thing that just does concern me on Enterbay, is that if you look at the side here, I'm kind of focus as I've had this problem. There's a little tear that came like that, and the leather, or not the leather, but the plastic is really soft here. So you can see his inner gizzards there. Just something to be aware of. I don't know, overly concerned. Like I said, I've had my LeBron and Kobe I've had issues with, and be careful. I would be careful not to pull these arms out. Now this one I've worked it a little bit, but I still feel like it's really loose, and so I feel like, man, I could just pull it off. But some guys, like my Pippen, he won't go any further than this. So just something to be aware of, and watch out for that. Just for the bodies, I would give them especially I'd give them a 2 or 3 out of 5. The 3 points would be because the likeness is good, and you can't cover the knees and the bend. It's a figure. And the size, that's good, but when it comes to the quality, I'm still a little concerned. This is an older figure, so some of the newer ones might have, been improved. The Pippen, I'm not sure about. I've only had it for a short time. Kevin Durant, no problems, and so I know they can make a good figure. It's just that, maybe 1 out of 4 you're going to have a problem. So just something to be aware of. I mean, they're not the type of figures you're going to go out and have, like, beat them up in the sandbox, but at the same time, they should be a little bit sturdy for $200 and some figure, or I got lucky and got it for $160. But as an overall, I think he's average choice, not the best choice. He's a solid figure to be made. He comes with very little accessories. He does have a nice little hands that come on. I don't have it there. So if I wanted to dunk, he could actually hold on to it, the rim and stuff like that, and you can make some nice little things there. But overall, decent figure, decent character. I'm not sure if he'd be my first pick, but I don't think he'd be my last pick. I'd take him over Derrick Rose, who cries, next time. Every time he gets his face, he whines. So anyways, have a great day. I'm out.